Hello guys, welcome to LearnPix. In this tutorial, I will be taking you through 5 tips to help you create an effective and engaging Facebook post in Photoshop. The 5th tip is the one that you shouldn't miss if you really want your post to reach its maximum viewers. So keep watching, stay tuned. The first tip is the perfect Photoshop document setting. So let's click on File, New, and as we can see here, this opens the Photoshop document settings. Now we have the width, height, resolution and everything that needs to be set. So let's go to Facebook.com help, where there's a question which says, how can I make sure that my photos displays in the highest possible quality? We'll just click on it and we can see that for regular photos, the size needs to be either 720, 960 or 2048 pixels wide. But let's not go to the extremes, neither 720 nor 2048. Let's stick to 960 pixels. So they provide this so that our images are uncompressed and when uploaded in Facebook, it has the highest quality. Now I have already typed 960 over here and I've taken the height as 1050, and always make sure that the height doesn't go below 960, which is the width, and it can be somewhere near to 960 or it can be 960 as well, the square, which is okay. And now the resolution doesn't need to be 300, which is a printing DPI or the resolution. It can be the digital resolution of 72, which is okay. And the color mode, we can come back to the Facebook.com help and we can see over here that to avoid compression when you're okay, not this one, yes, save your image as JPEG with an sRGB color profile. Yes, so we need to give attention to the color mode which we are selecting for a Facebook poster, and I always recommend, and Facebook always recommend, to use color mode which is RGB, and the color profile when selected in RGB color mode is always by default sRGB. Okay, now we can just click on OK. The next tip is to understand the subject, object and the branding in your Facebook poster. For the purpose of the tutorial, I've made a mock design brief which I'm going to create right now. It is to create a Facebook poster for Facebook with the following code by Jack Ma. If you don't give up, you still have a chance. And the brand is LearnPix. Okay, so what would be the subject over here? Yes, the subject is this. If you don't give up, you still have a chance is the subject. This is the thing that we want the Facebook viewers to watch first, and obviously Jack Ma would be the object. So let's create a Facebook poster which gives importance to the subject, object and the branding as well. So let's do it quickly. Hey guys, so I've just made a poster over here which looks cool to me. So as I discussed earlier, the tip 2 was to understand the subject, object and the branding. The subject of this poster is this particular document which I have given prominence, and a person sliding through Facebook is always for him it is always easy to come across this poster, and his first attention would always be on the particular code. and the object is Mr. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. So I've placed him over here, so the second attention always goes over here, and I've made sure that the branding looks perfectly intact by placing the logo over here and the URL over here. So it's not at all affecting the overall look of the poster, but yes, it's creating a brand identity. So always make sure that you understand the subject, what you want to promote, what you want to convey to the people. Make sure that stands prominent in the poster, and also understand the object, the secondary thing that you want to promote, and always make sure that your branding is always present in the poster, so that even if it's shared out of Facebook, people should know that yeah, this belongs to LearnPix. The third tip is to create a poster with perfect folding and alignment. Okay, I've just made one more poster over here with the same code and the same images and the same color. So let me just know which one looks good to you. So the voting is open up here. So click on A if you like A and B if you like B. So basically what I'm trying to convey is that a poster with good folding always catches the attention of the viewers on Facebook. So make sure that you align your text in the perfect manner. As you can see here, the text is aligned in a particular manner so that it gives a beauty and aesthetics to this particular poster. You can play with the fonts, the words, and you can use different fonts, combination fonts over here, so that it looks great. And make sure that all the things are aligned perfectly. So I've just made sure that the content is aligned to the center, and the LearnPix branding is aligned at the bottom sides, and I've made sure that all the sides are balanced equally. And over here we can see that it uses different fonts which might not be pleasing, and the alignment is completely out of the box, and there are vacant spaces which removes the balance of this particular poster. So when you create a Facebook poster, always make sure that you create the perfect folding and the perfect alignment in your Facebook posters. You might have a question whether there is something called as a perfect saving method for a Facebook poster. Not really, but yes, because in this particular help forum we can see that below this question which says how can I make sure that my photos display in the highest possible quality, it says that to avoid compression when you upload your cover photo, make sure the file size is less than 100 KB. So that is one of the things that we should make sure while we save the image or the poster. And the other thing that we need to make sure is that we need to save the image as JPEG. So yes, there is a saving method, there is a perfect saving method. So yes, there is a perfect saving method to avoid compression. So let's just see how we can do that. So once you have designed your poster, click on File, go to Export, since this is Photoshop CC. In others you can find that option over here itself. Click on Export, Save for Web, and over here we can see that there are different options. Always make sure that you select JPEG and high, and you can see over here that the file size is just 87 KB. So yes, you can now just click on Save, and I've already saved one, so let me just save it over this. So I'm just going to replace it, and yes, it has been saved. Now let's see the size of the image that has been saved. Yes, it's 88.k, which definitely meets the size to avoid compression, which is 100 KB, and we have saved it in JPEG, and in the initial document setting we have given sRGB, so that is the perfect setting. As I said in the beginning of the video, the fifth tip is one of the most important tip if you really want your posters to reach its maximum viewers. So you have designed a wonderful poster, and if you want to make that post reach to maximum viewers, so this is the last tip which you need to follow. It's nothing but the text overlay tool. Yes, the link for which you can find in the description. The text overlay tool, what it does is it calculates the amount of text on your ad, and it classifies into these 4 categories. So the image text, okay, that means your advert or your post will run normally and reach its maximum viewers. If it's low, its reach may become slightly low. If it's medium, then it will be much lower. If it's high, your advert or your ad or your poster may not run at all. So we always need to make sure that our text are in these 2 categories. Let's just check the image that we have just created and let's see into which category does it fall. So I'm going to select the poster and it says run. So this ad, if it's boosted, if this particular poster is boosted, it will reach its maximum viewers. So this was the final tip. So these were the 5 tips that we discussed in this video. I believe that at least one of them will be very useful to you. So please do not forget to share this video, subscribe to our channel, and please do not forget to tap the bell icon to never miss any other video in the future. Thanks for watching.